The first point of order, Polaroid DVD player. If anyone has a Polaroid DVD player, if you know anything about them at all, I would value a little assistance or feedback. So basically, all my existing DVD players are buggered. I'm having problems with them, with the remotes, with just them picking up the DVDs. I think just because I've had them for so long, they have worked in the past, but they're just all junk. So I decided to buy a new one on eBay, and I got this Polaroid DVD player. I probably should have checked the specifics first of all because it's it's compatible with an HDMI cord. If you've got one of these, you'll know what I'm referring to. Unfortunately, neither of my televisions have that portal, so I can't connect them to either of my TVs. This is the DVD player. So as you can see, it's not particularly big. It's about that size, sort of square shape. It's very basic. I got it for £20 on eBay. The product itself was new. The box was a bit battered, but basically, yeah. The frustrating thing is, I thought, okay, well, it doesn't come with the HDMI cord, first of all, and even if it did, that's not compatible to my televisions. But now, frustratingly, it won't even be compatible with my laptops, even though it fits into the laptops. So I ordered this separate HDMI cord, which I needed. Didn't come with the box. I've tried it, and neither of my laptops is picking it up. So basically, this thing is just. So my question is, anyone who has this Polaroid DVD player, what do you use it with? Does your television have a portal? Do you play it on your on your laptop? Have you had any issues, etc.? Any feedback would be good. Now to the next order of business. Um, Handforth Parish Council. If you're in the UK, you'll probably have heard of this. If you haven't, basically this council in northeast Cheshire, for international viewers, that's a county just to the south of Liverpool and Manchester in northwest England. This parish council has kind of got a lot of unwanted attention, so to speak, because of a viral Zoom meeting that happened in December. Now, Zoom is one of these things that has probably done very well out of the pandemic, which sounds, kind of bad given a lot of people have died. But I imagine Zoom has really done well out of this. So, what should be a very localized issue became a big thing. I don't know how exactly it leaked online. I'm not sure about that, but just it's worth a few comments, I think. And I know there's a bit of a risk here because I'm drawing more attention to it, but I think it is worth a little bit of commentary. So basically, an advisor by the name of Jackie Weaver, she's kind of become the star of the show because she was a temporary sort of stand-in advisor to control the Zoom settings and so on. And some councillors were not happy about this. They said that it was an illegal meeting and she had no authority to do this. And they got quite worked up. So it became a bit of back and forth and she muted them. Now, she's got a lot of praise because people have said she's showing, very real professionalism and calmness and so on. I would just air a word of caution with all of this. Which is that we just don't know the background here. Certainly in interviews and so on, she does come across as she comes across in the videos. She comes across as calm and collected, and she's stressing the importance of members respecting each other. But there is a risk here that people will rush to judgment about these councillors without knowing some of the things that could have transpired before the Zoom meeting. Don't know. And some have even been trying to put a sexism angle on it. Oh, it's because she's a woman. Unless you have evidence for that, that's just conjecture. And, there's no evidence of it. So if the other councillors were, you know, shouting back and that was a man, would that be okay? From what I saw in the video, there was a lot of mudslinging all around, you know, including between the men. So that's so it irritates me when people try to put an angle on something that just isn't there, or at least there's no actual evidence of it. It doesn't help. Um, this is amusing on some level because I think people are intrigued by the pettiness of it, and a lot of people are sort of thinking, these people are just local parish councillors. They're not as important as they think they are. Well, they are discussing issues that probably matter at a local level. Um, and whilst this is amusing and people are making lots of parodies about it and memes and so on, there is perhaps a serious side, which is local democracy and how people see that. So young people looking in on this might be put off by the adversarial nature of it. Um, I think a lot of people are thinking they need to grow up. It's just so petty. They need to stop, calm down a bit. And I think that's why Jackie Weaver's winning praise. But like I say, we don't know the background. So I don't think people should be rushing to judgment about any of these councillors, unless maybe you're in the area and you know what sort of councillors they are. But the rest of us, we don't know the background. We don't know what's maybe been happening before these meetings, if there's some long-standing issues. If there are, then they probably should resolve them as best as they can. The last meeting, apparently the public was invited and it just turned into a bit of a mess. Um, I don't know, in a world where we have rising tensions between China and the West, when Joe Biden's administration is handling the coronavirus in the United States, when coronavirus is still sweeping the world, when vaccines are being rolled out, when brutal wars are raging in Yemen and Tigray, um, this can seem rather petty and trivial. There was also another strange story with the daughter of the Sheikh of Dubai. That was another big story. But all these kind of big international things going on, and a local parish council meeting in Cheshire is being reported on by NBC News in the United States. It's a bit surreal, and I imagine it must be a bit strange for those councillors directly involved in it. But I think it's useful insofar as looking at local democracy and how it's conducted. On the other hand, whilst it's kind of amusing, it could also run the risk of, people weighing in with conjecture that they really don't know. They don't know the background. I don't know. No one else does. So, we should be a little bit cautious about that because I'm sure those councillors, when they went into the meeting in December, they had no idea of this sort of attention. And there is also a question like, should it be that way? Would we like all our meetings with colleagues to go viral and be seen by millions of people? Um, I suppose it is a call for civility, but at the same time, councillors need to have the ability to be honest. I do think some of it was a bit like, come on, calm down. I've been in Zoom meetings and it was nothing like that. It was a lot more civil and organised. So thing about this is there's probably councils around the country thinking, "Wait, yeah, that echoes our situation exactly," and they might be nervous that it might be leaked. So I guess if it kind of prompts better behaviour and more civility between elected representatives, that's a good thing. But people shouldn't rush to judgment. Let me know your thoughts. One last thing about young people, look, young people looking into that maybe want to get into politics. Anyone who wants to get into politics might be put off. That's why perhaps Jackie Weaver's got praise because she has shown a sort of calm demeanour, and that's important. So who knows? Who knows? Let me know your thoughts.